Hi, I'm Kayla Capiendo and I'll be talking about Plague Inc., an app on the iTunes and Android market. With regards to human ecology, I'll be focused on human interactions and how this affects epidemiology and public health. The object of the game is to create a disease, for example, cooties, have it start somewhere such as Africa and hopefully evolve and mutate your disease to infect and kill the entire human race before the doctors and scientists develop a cure for your disease. I feel that Plague Inc. is important in relation to public health because of how it mirrors real-life scenarios and diseases, allowing the players to realize the importance of public health awareness as a type of active awareness gaming. To play Plague Inc., you must first pick a plague type, and this type affects how your plague behaves. For example, picking a fungus type makes it difficult to spread to further countries because they struggle to travel long distances. Next, you're able to pick specific traits you want your plague to have by customizing the symptoms such as coughing or a coma. The more complex the symptom, the more doctors notice the disease and attempt to find a cure for it. Another important aspect is adding abilities. This includes making the plague drug resistant so doctors can't find a cure, or making it cold resistant so that colder climate countries can also be affected. While morbid yet entertaining, people are finding that the game has the potential to be used educationally. The creator was even invited to the CDC conference to talk about spreading public awareness across wider social platforms. So, as active gamers, we should question things. For example, under the normal settings in Plague Inc., it states that 67.3% of people wash their hands. So the question is this true in real life, or is it more or less? Well, the American Society of Microbiology decided to look into this by performing a longitudinal study of how often people wash their hands in public washrooms. They did both a two-part telephone survey and also did an observational study. Interestingly enough, observers would discreetly stake out in public washrooms by excessively looking in the mirrors, doing their makeup, etc., while actually recording the amount of people that did and did not wash their hands after leaving the bathroom. In 2010, a total of 6,028 adults were observed. The public washrooms were located in 4 major cities in the U.S. and were within major public attractions such as the Shedd Aquarium in Chicago, Illinois. After all of the public spying, the telephone study was able to conclude that 95% of people claimed to wash their hands, yet the observational study found that only 85% of people wash their hands in public washrooms. To compare plague and the study, coughing and sneezing are both symptoms that greatly increase chances of infection in plague, and yet in this study, only 39% of people claimed to wash their hands after coughing and sneezing. Yet, simple hand washing does make a difference. By teaching people about proper hand washing, the CDC has found that it can reduce the amount of people who get sick with diarrhea with a weakened immune system by 58%. However, in the general population, the effectiveness is only 31%. Plague Inc. allows us to see why this drop exists because it states that diarrhea is more vulnerable to those in poorer countries and are more likely to have a weakened immune system. So, as you can see, Plague Inc. deals with the same types of symptoms and information as real-life diseases do, but comparing your disease with real diseases such as smallpox. This brings awareness while playing by putting things into perspective. To add to this perspective, I'm pretty sure most of us remember the SARS virus. This virus spread across 24 countries as shown below, and that map looks somewhat comparable to a screenshot from gameplay in Plague Inc. Another virus that comes to mind is H1N1, which is an actual combo you can find in Plague Inc. This disease was a global pandemic in 2009, but is now a simple seasonal virus with a vaccine. Overall, Plague Inc. is a creative way to educate adults and children. And hand washing is so simple yet effective, especially when educated about it. So have fun while playing Plague Inc. and don't forget to wash your hands. So, thank you for listening to my Night Talk. I hope you enjoyed it, and here's my Works Cited page. All the pictures were either royalty-free, linked to the respective owners, or taken from myself. I hope you have a good day, and thanks for watching!